In the aftermath of the dropping of the bombs in Japan, Cousins wasn't alone in looking at this as something has forever changed. He actually had relationships and developed the relationships with some of the scientists of from the Manhattan Project. Can you talk a little bit about how those relationships emerged in the aftermath and what were their concerns at that point?
Yeah, and this too is one of those things that is, often overlooked. The fact that so Cousins, what's it, August 18th, publishes this article, puts himself on the map as like this anti-nuclear voice, just putting out there that this is scary. And there were a large number of the atomic scientists themselves, the people developing the atomic bomb for the Manhattan Project, who, before it is used, when it becomes clear to them that it's going to work, because up until then, this was sort of just a theory. We weren't even 100% sure that you could, split an atom and cause it to explode. When it gets to the point where they realize it's going to work, there's a group of a number of them who beg President Truman not to use it. And then, of course, we do. And there's scientists, including the head of the project, J. Robert Oppenheimer, who come to regret their participation in this. They have unleashed, opened Pandora's box and unleashed this horror on the world. And they did it because they were genuinely interested in the scientific possibility of this as just sort of raw scientists. But now they've created a potentially world-ending weapon. So a number of these people, Oppenheimer included, read Cousins's article and turn to him for help and advice, basically. Like, how do we get the word out there that we need to be enormously careful going forward? And so it's Cousins who creates, is sort of the epicenter of this grouping of scientists, including Albert Einstein, who writes a letter to Cousins being like, I love what you wrote. I too am scared about the possibility of the future. In fact, it's Einstein who encourages Cousins to be more vocal about this. So they get together, they have a big fundraising dinner in December of that year, just a couple months later, where they launch the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists, which is still out there today. They're the guys who do the doomsday clock, the 2 minutes to midnight, as an organization for scientists who realize that our scientific knowledge could be used for great evil. And like, we need to be careful about what we do with science. This isn't just we're chasing the science anymore for discovery's sake. So he comes into contact with huge names in both the scientific field, also the political field. This starts putting him on the map as an influencer of atomic ideas.